Here's another podcast from the Pod Bros Network.
Hello, everyone. We are back with another episode of the Jean Pod Van Dam Cast. And I have to say, it's finally come to an end. This is the last of our Timecop series, episode 9.
Can you believe it?
It's kind of crazy. We sat and we reviewed each one of these episodes.
We watched them.
We watched them. we watched them.
We watched Timecop, the series.
I don't think I would have ever said that in my life.
Yeah, I don't know many people.
Podcast.
I still don't know how I got here.
That's right. You were walking along. We grabbed you, sat you down, kind of did the Clockwork Orange with your eyes there, made you watch them.
Like, are you familiar with the ABC series Timecop?
Series?
What? So yeah, we're back. We're going to review this last episode entitled The Future, Jack. The Future. It was released July 18th, 1998. And director was Oz Scott. Writers were Art Montessori and
that
Mark
was a
Verheyen.
dinosaur.
The Montessorius.
Monterosaurus.
Keith Zarabachka played Cromwell. Tom Gallup played David Dumont. And Bruce Campbell.
Hell
Bruce
yeah.
fucking Campbell.
They fucking pulled out the big guns for the series finale.
Yeah, played
which
Tommy
was
Maddox.
Best character in the series.
Yeah. Yep. So let's address the elephant in the room. I don't think we need to really do cast that much, do we?
Who is Bruce Campbell? What else has he been in?
I don't know.
He was in Jack of All Trades.
Yeah, there we go. Jack of all
You
trades.
might know him from Bubba Hotep.
Yeah, there we go.
Hell yeah.
Go. I like it. I like the way things are going. Oh, he was in the Tangled TV series on Disney as King Edmund.
Really?
Look at that.
There was a
I've seen a
TV
few.
series.
It's hand-drawn animation instead of 3D.
Yeah.
How's the animation?
It's smooth.
Nice. It's Disney, right?
Yeah.
So
My daughter loves that show.
nice. I didn't even know it was a show.
Mm-hmm.
Dan doesn't have a daughter.
He's lying.
It's just me. It's like that guy from Resident Evil Code Veronica that pretended to also be his sister.
Nice. What a reference.
These references are coming in hot.
I know.
With 0 alcohol in my system.
That's the problem.
Oh.
There are some trivia quotes and goofs in this, so we'll discuss those. So yes, addressing the elephant in the room. This episode was the last episode of the series, yet this episode played like it should have been the first episode.
Yeah, it was
of the
clearly
series.
the pilot.
Yeah, it clearly was the pilot.
Like, it was so obviously the pilot. Why did they do this? I really don't understand.
I don't know.
It would have been a great first episode, too.
Yeah, it would have. I think
mean,
it
I
would have
realize-
started the show off right.
Bruce Campbell wasn't the household, cult icon that he is
Right.
nowadays, but he's still, he's a great actor. He would have been
Yeah.
a good draw. They...
Oh, yeah. People would have been like, hey, that's the guy from The Evil Dead, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And this was like right around the time that Hercules and Xena were really big.
Yeah,
and,
man,
He
yeah,
was
he
a
was on
recurring
there.
character in those.
That's right. No, it kind of blew my mind to see him in this. I had no clue.
Yeah.
No clue at all.
He was great, too. It was actually
Oh, yeah.
really good work.
Yeah. So, yeah, we open up. It looks to be the Civil War, and this is where I go, is that Bruce Campbell? It is!
Same.
Jack took out some guy that was trying to kill Ulysses S. Grant. They have a nice prison cell waiting back in 2007. They take off with the bad guy. The guy tries to escape. They stop him. Bruce Campbell brings back the bad guy. Jack stays there. They say something is wrong. They're waiting for Logan to enter the stream any second now. He falls into the St. Valentine's Day massacre.
The actual massacre, not the WWF.
The pay-per-view. He tries to escape, and then we get the title sequence. There is a rift. It's appearing here in 1990. Mac and Claire argue back and forth about putting the cops at risk. Max says this is his jurisdiction. Maddox and Jack go back to 1990 in Washington, D.C. That's right, people, an actual sled that goes back in time. They appear at a kids' pickup football game. Maddox tells the kids what they are.
Immediately. That was also great because Logan caught the pass.
Yeah, when he went
right out of the portal.
Right out of the portal, catches it.
It was by far his most graceful entrance in any of the
Yeah,
episodes.
it really was.
Oh,
It really
sure.
was. What a way to go out, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they're at the TEC. Claire says there was a piece of faulty software. We're back to the time cops. They talk about the sled and how they used to use rocket thrusters instead.
What do they use now? Because they
I don't
really
know.
look a lot like rockets.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was wondering, too. Not sure. Maddox sits in the sled, says he didn't touch anything when it starts going berserk, and the sled counts down and takes off. And luckily it works, because that was part of the problem. They said the rocket thrusters sometimes weren't fast enough, so there'd be a lot more splatters at the end of the runway.
Why do they have it end in a brick wall?
I know, seriously. Seriously.
Maybe they could get rid of the wall and put a net
Yeah.
so people don't crash into a brick wall if it doesn't
right.
work.
Just
Yeah.
like a retrofitted bowling alley.
Why not make the track a loop?
Yeah, seriously, man.
I don't know. Or make it like a giant hamster wheel.
Ooh, nice.
See? I should work for these guys.
You should. Are they applying? Are they accepting?
Oh, good
positions?
question.
We should check it out after this.
Too well, I hit the wall again. Should we move it back further?
No. Do you
Don't
have any
be
idea how much
silly.
it costs to move a wall?
Well, we would, but we've
The
already
government's
spent so
already-
much money building new sleds. 'Cause they keep switching.
Yeah.
All the budget went to these sleds, not the walls.
Listen, we can't move back the wall. We already made much faster engines for the sled.
So we're back to the present. Jack is yelling at Easter about the whole thing and not knowing anything about it until they had already taken off. The chip is defective. Someone might be trying to sabotage them. Whoever lost the contract might be behind it. They talk with a Mr. Cromwell. They ask him about the microchip. They question him about it. And this is Claire wants to go back with Jack, and he allows it.
Yeah,
It's like
which
Claire's-
is so weird because everyone kind of acts differently towards each other.
Yeah.
They're all more argumentative
Yep.
and
Yeah. And
their
we found out
dynamics all really different.
Claire had never went back in time before this, though.
Except for the
we know
4 or
that
so
she
other
did.
times
Yeah.
throughout the series.
So, yeah. Uh-oh, Cromwell technology turns to CR Maddox technology. Cromwell screams.
At this point, why didn't he just report this to the...
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, seriously.
Instead of taking, his...
Taking his own
goons, yeah.
initiative, yeah. Someone is back in 1990 buying up his company. He wants to go back to 1990 to straighten this out. I have $6 billion. I can do anything I want. Claire and Jack go back to the TEC building. The launch sequence has been initiated. He says he went through the wall on these coordinates. Logan is going to take off. He goes back and comes back. There's some kind of loop in the temporal stream. This might have been some part of an elaborate setup. Mac figures out that Cromwell went back with his 2 goons. Claire and Jack talk with some guy. He's going to buy up some Cromwell stock that just opened up. The money came from an offshore account under the pseudonym of Bernie Williams, a Yankees outfielder that hit a home run in the World Series in 1996. Easter is going through the profiles of all the time cops. Maddox was seen as neurotic, put himself in certain risk. He had to live on the edge to feel alive. Mac trained Maddox as a rookie. Easter thinks the defect was in Maddox's personality, not the chip. Claire and Jack talk about Maddox and how they are friends. Doesn't trust him with money, but with his life. Claire and Jack break into some hotel room. They found a baseball with all the signatures of the 96 Yankees, Tommy's favorite team. It's all starting to be put together now. Cromwell's security people also busted into the place. They take off before getting caught, except Cromwell tases them in an elevator.
We finally get to see some taser use
Yeah.
like the movie.
50,000 volts, motherfucker. Cromwell wants Maddox in his stock. Cromwell paid Maddox to put in the defective chip so that Cromwell would get the bid on the renewed contract. Maddox instead took the money to 1990. Cromwell takes hostage of one of the goons. Cromwell injects Claire with some synthetic something or other that gives her half an hour to live. He wants his stocks. Maddox didn't know that all this would happen. He wanted more than a pat on the back and a gold-plated time watch after he left the TEC. Maddox shows the paper stocks. They put some liquid on them. They go back to the old TEC building to do the exchange. He gives back the stocks. They inject Claire. She'll be okay. Maddox says he's been learning magic since he's been back. He lights the stocks on fire, gets shot in the process, right in the arm. They handcuffed the goons. Cromwell got away. Tommy tells him he's leaving to go to his beach. Find him. Cromwell shoots at him in the sled. Cromwell keeps shooting. He hits him with the sled, and they both go back in time. Tommy and Cromwell are dead? Well, Cromwell is dead. Tommy is MIA. Back in the present, Mac and Jack talk. I know it's tough, him being your partner and all. It's a powerful thing, money. It wasn't the money. It wasn't the money. Jack gets up from his desk and leaves. The end.
The end. That's the whole goddamn series.
That was it. It wasn't the money.
It wasn't. It was the Necronomicon.
It was. I
Wow.
wouldn't be surprised if they put that together.
How many, he's time traveled a lot, actually, Bruce Campbell
Yeah,
has.
seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got to do a Campbell cast. I
Yeah.
guess. All about our favorite soups.
Cream of mushroom, cream of broccoli.
All right, so let's get into the trivia. Last show of the series. Thanks, trivia.
Excellent.
Let's get into the quotes. Wasn't the money. All right, thanks, quotes. Let's get into the goofs. Errors made by characters. Loden and Maddox are in 1990. Maddox talks about betting on the 1996 World Series, which would not be possible in 1990 since the game was 6 years in the future. Anachronisms. In 1990, Logan and Hemmings find a ball and glove with the 1996 New York Yankees team signatures. This is not possible as the exact team did not exist in 1990.
He brought it with him through time.
Yeah, he brought it with him through time. Get that down.
Yeah.
Errors made by characters. Easter wears a wedding ring, yet a previous story states he is single.
Maybe his wife died in a time-traveling accident.
Exactly, and that's why he's never been back in time himself.
Mm-hmm.
That's one way to look at it.
Maybe he was married to Bruce Campbell.
Maybe he
Yeah.
was, and
Maybe
it broke
that's-
his heart.
yeah, that all makes sense.
So he went with his groupies that I forget what he calls them.
Acolytes.
His acolytes, that's right. So yeah, that's it, man. That's Timecop, the TV series.
It's the whole damn enchilada.
So this is what all of you have been waiting for. Our ratings on the split scale. From a scale of 1 to 10, how many Van Damme splits would we give Timecop, the television series?
Who's first? My first?
Sure, go ahead.
I didn't want to go first.
Okay, you want me to go first?
No, I'm just kidding. I'll go first. I'd say I enjoyed it. I felt like it was, even for 1997, it seemed pretty low budget for a primetime network series. Like, it seemed like something you would see on, like, WXON. Like, it reminded me a lot of, like, Tech War or, like, Time Tracks or something along those lines.
Yeah,
so,
man.
like, for something like that, it was enjoyable. It was, even though they jumbled the episode order for some reason, it was coherent for the most part. It had characters that sort of remained static and never really progressed as characters that much. But, I mean, it was, a wrap it up cops and robbers time travel show, so it's understandable.
Right.
And the acting wasn't bad. Some of the episodes I really enjoyed. The one where he went back to the 1970s I really enjoyed.
Oh, yeah, that was a great one.
Of course, the one with Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
I guess I would give it 6.5. Like, it isn't something I would go out to watch.
Yeah,
if I were a child at the time, I probably would have watched it.
Yeah.
But, like, even for back then, like, there were primetime sci-fi shows with much bigger budgets, like, Star Trek, Babylon 5, stuff like that, Quantum Leap.
Yeah, right.
But for what it was enjoyable. I'm still shocked that I got a primetime spot on a major,
I know, man.
major network.
That really blows my mind, too. Dan, what about you?
I've never given anything a splits rating before.
We didn't splits rate the beer?
Oh, yeah, he was too
Spoiler.
drunk.
We could have.
I can't remember. We didn't?
We better get some more and rate it. No, we did rate it.
Yeah, I thought we did.
It's quite
I
possible.
don't know. I can't remember. I haven't
just don't recall.
edited it yet.
He doesn't have any memories until days later.
That's true.
Time Cop's got to him.
Yeah, it's a side effect of the process. After too many jumps.
Uh-oh. Guys, I feel like I'm going to time travel again.
Oh, no.
I'd probably give it a 6. Which, to me, because I have not very, like I said, haven't done, apparently I may have done one rating before, but to me, I think a 6 is fair, because of the show itself, it was very enjoyable. Once you got into the rhythm of what you were actually watching, the first couple episodes are a little rough, and then when you watch the show as a product, and you get to the much better episodes that are on the tail end, it's kind of a weird show.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Yeah.
Midway through the series, you believe that Pasco is going to be this huge thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But he's 3 episodes deep, and they just scrap the character outright.
They're like, bye-bye.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked at all if the Bruce Campbell episode was supposed to be the first, and then
Like, I feel like the Pasco conclusion one should have been like the
finale.
season finale.
Season finale, right?
Or
Yeah,
maybe the
exactly.
Nazi one. Who knows?
I wouldn't be shocked if there was another episode involving Pasco that just never aired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. I figured
he's definitely supposed to be
recurring.
like his Moriarty, you know?
Yeah, man.
Because when you go through the series and they really drum up what a threat the guy is,
Yeah, right.
and then he gets scrapped, and all of a sudden the antagonist is douchey Timecop who got kicked out of the
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
so he goes back to kill Logan.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yep.
oh. But I did enjoy the show a lot. I don't know if the season did run its course. I don't know if it'd have been good for a second season though, because they really jumped in and explored all of the big topics you can do
Yeah,
with
seriously,
time
man.
travel. I don't know what you would do in a second season.
Dinosaurs.
True.
Oh, nice. We get like a Land Before Time crossover here.
We have to save the Starleaf.
Gonna go back and save Littlefoot's mom.
Aw.
But yeah, it was an enjoyable show. I'm a little irritated with how they jumped back and forth between
Well, it does
plot
involve time
devices.
travel.
Absolutely.
That's right. These are when there's an inconsistency in the timeline or the plot, it's obviously due to a unrecognized time ripple that they didn't catch in time.
Probably. I'm sure there were some folks that in the government that saw the Timecop show and went back in time to sabotage it
Yep.
to hide the truth.
This is
from
too
the
close,
public.
guys.
Yeah.
Cut the funding.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
get in an
seriously.
accident on the way home today.
The Clintons did it.
Those are my thoughts.
Nice. That was like really nice. I liked that. I was gonna say I'd probably, I'm in the same ballpark as you guys. I think Bruce Campbell knocked it up to a 7 for me, just
Hell
because
yeah.
it was like, it was nice to see that a good way to end it, even though it made no sense whatsoever
Yes.
to end it on that episode. I don't know. I really seeing the characters, the actors in it that would go on to do other stuff. I think
Mhm.
really kind of makes me happy about it. It's so weird that you'd see like Ron Livingston of all people in there, and then
Yeah.
Mr. Pinciotti from that
Yep.
70s
That
show.
was the weirdest part of it
Yeah.
for me, probably.
Yeah, like my brain slowly turning like, who is this guy? I know who this guy is, and then all of a sudden, it pops in.
I feel like I should be annoyed by this guy.
I know,
right now.
yeah. Why do
where
I
I was
have
at.
like this nagging feeling to call him a dumbass?
It probably is the same character, and they just allow time cops when they retire to go to any time period they like.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
the way that this works.
So now he's in 1970
yeah.
retiring.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That all makes sense.
It does with his perm.
That's why he's older now, too, yeah,
Yeah.
in that 70s show.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, it makes sense.
Perfect sense.
Wow, I think we just discovered something that ABC doesn't want us to know. Well-
What network was that 70 show on?
Oh, that was on Fox, wasn't it? I think.
I don't know.
The perfect cover.
I don't know. It's the Illuminati, though. I'm all dead. So yeah, that wraps it up. That might be the last episode ever of Jean Pod Van Dam Cast. Now that we've found that big, crazy.
Then the
exposed-
next episode will seem like an episode that should have aired much earlier, and then nothing.
Welcome to Bloodsport. No, yeah, that was crazy. Up next, we are doing Time Cop, the Berlin Decision, 2003, rated R, hour and 21-minute movie. Kind of crazy to think that they actually made a sequel after the failure of the TV series. But hey,
Hey, it worked
That's-
for Universal Soldier.
I did work for Universal Soldier,
Yeah.
which we got to be doing those soon
Mhm.
too. So, yeah, I think we're going to try to take a break. Well, first you probably will get the Van Damage beer tasting after this, and then we'll do Time Cop, the Berlin Decision, because, well, we've been sitting on this Van Damage beer review. We didn't want to interrupt our Time Cop TV series reviews. So check that one out. That one's going to be delicious. There's a sneak peek for you. Then we'll get into that. We'll probably do Blackwater after. And then we'll get into maybe Universal Soldier, the TV movies, or
Still got plenty of
Kickboxer.
kickboxers left, yeah.
Yeah, we might end it with Kickboxer until, something new pops up.
Until we
But-
find some other series
Yep. Yeah.
Like Lionheart the series.
Yeah, I can't wait for the sequel to that one to happen. Triple impact, quadruple impact.
So wait, we were quadruplets the whole time?
What?
So
There's huge surprises.
So what I'm hearing is that from a continuity standpoint, I have not done a Splits review.
Yes.
Hey, look at him
go. Oh my gosh, you just time copped this. You saw a ripple in the future. He came back. Oh my goodness. Our own show has goofs now.
Yep.
Better put it on IMDb. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. As you know, where you can find us, podbros.com, and a lot of other great shows on there. And going to be adding a few new ones as well. Take a quick look at those coming up. We'll keep you on updated with that. Amazon, please use our link, podbros.com. Scroll down, hit our Amazon button. Doesn't cost you anything. Our TeePublic page is tee.pub/lic/podbros. And patreon.com/podbros, the super secret Jean Pod Van Damme cast episode. It's absolutely beautiful. I listen to it from time to time just because it's like one of our greatest creations together. Something that Jeff and I could do for
legally.
Now. Yeah. Until we get our own juniors, you know. All right, that about wraps it up. We'll leave it with male pregnancy. I am John.
One fetish per night.
I'm John.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Dan.
You've been listening to another episode of the Jean Pod Van Damme cast. I liked that Jack of all trades reference.
Someone's got to mention it.